Okay, let's learn some AI. This is, I'm 61 years old. I've been learning it. It's pretty cool. It's not what I thought. I thought it for a long time. But here's how you do it. Here's how you get started into it. It's real easy. I just want to show you I'm sitting in a Home Depot parking lot. I'm not moving. And I just pulled up Gemini on my phone. I'm going to use Gemini. Use whatever you want. I like Gemini. I actually like them all. But this is one of them. And I put in here, I'll do it again. Speaker. My doctor told me my cholesterol is too high. I need to eat better foods. Can you give me a list of foods that will lower my cholesterol? So there we go. It instantly. Let's see if it will read that back to me.
Plant sterols and stanols. Fortified foods. Plant sterols and stanols are substances extracted from plants that structurally block your body from absorbing cholesterol. You can find them added to certain margarines, orange juices, and yogurts. Consuming about 2 grams of plant sterols a day can noticeably drop your LDL. 5. Soy and plant proteins. Tofu, tempeh, and soy milk. Replacing heavier animal proteins with soy-based options or other plant proteins helps reduce your overall intake of saturated fat while keeping your meals filling and nutritious. Quick swaps to get started. Swap your morning pastry or sugary cereal for oatmeal topped with berries and walnuts. Cook with olive oil instead of butter. Snack on a small handful of unsalted nuts or an apple instead of processed chips or crackers. Add a half cup of beans or lentils to soups, salads, or side dishes a few times a week.
So there you go. That's one answer you get back. But here, let's add to this. I don't like soy. Can we substitute?
Yes, absolutely. You can easily skip soy and still get all the protein, fiber, and heart-healthy benefits you need. Here are the best soy-free alternatives to swap into your routine. 1. Swaps for soy proteins. Tofu/tempeh edamame. If you are looking for plant-based, cholesterol-free proteins to replace soy, try these. Beans and lentils. Black beans, chickpeas, kidney beans, and lentils are powerhouses. They provide dense plant protein and massive amounts of the soluble fiber that directly lowers cholesterol. Seitan, wheat gluten. If you don't have a gluten sensitivity, seitan is a great high-protein meat alternative that has virtually no saturated fat.
So there you go. It recites, and it's now there's a whole list here. If you're, you can save this. You can do whatever you want. But I'm just gonna instead of it reading it all off. Can you make me a meal plan for the next 5 days based on that information?
Here is a practical 5-day soy-free meal plan designed to help lower your cholesterol by focusing on soluble fiber, healthy fats, and heart-healthy proteins. Day 1.
So it remembers
Breakfast,
everything that I
oatmeal
said.
made with oat milk,
Soy-free.
topped with a handful of fresh berries, a tablespoon of chia seeds, and a sprinkle of chopped walnut.
But you see how this works? You can keep adding to it. You're having a conversation with somebody that's learning what your needs are. That's as simple as it gets. That's how it starts. That's how we should all begin AI. Even if it's not, so pick something else. Let's see if I want to see if this works. I don't know if it will. Let's try it. I am near a Whole Foods in Massachusetts. Can you tell me if those items are all in that store?
Yes, absolutely. Every single item listed in that meal plan: fresh produce, berries, avocados, leafy greens, vegetables, whole grains, oats, quinoa, brown rice, whole grain bread, raw nuts and seeds, walnuts, almonds, chia seeds, flax seeds, fresh seafood, salmon, cod,
there you go.
mackerel, lean meats, and plant milks like oat or almond milk is a standard staple that Whole Foods stocks daily. Because Whole Foods has a strong focus on organic produce, bulk grains, and natural foods,
So
you should have no trouble finding everything you need for the week.
Whole Foods clearly is in the system. So, and not that I'm saying go to Whole Foods, but I am actually near one. So I'm gonna try this. I don't know if this is gonna work, but let's find out. Is there a way to get me an approximate price of what I need for that 5-day meal plan from Whole Foods? Okay, so That was my question. I'm trying to, let's see if it's going to give me.
While exact store totals fluctuate depending on brand choices like organic versus standard and what pantry staples you already have at home, stocking up on the ingredients for this 5-day cholesterol-lowering plan at Whole Foods will typically run you about $90 to $130 total for a single person's week of meals. Because fresh seafood, like salmon and cod, quality olive oil, raw nuts, and fresh produce make up the bulk of the list, items like the olive oil, nuts, and seeds will carry over as pantry staples for future weeks, lowering your cost moving forward. If you like, I can break down estimated costs by category, produce, proteins, pantry/grains, to help you see where the budget goes. Do you want me to do that?
That's incredible. So I'd have to click the microphone if I wanted to do that. I mean, that would be cool, but I'm not going to have it do that. But this is what you can do. This is crazy. Now it's that in depth, that spot on. Let me, here's what I'm going to ask another question. My wife is a vegetarian. Can we work that into the same 5-day meal plan?
Adapting this for a vegetarian household is very straightforward, especially since we are already avoiding soy. We can easily swap out the fish and poultry for hearty, cholesterol-lowering plant proteins like beans, lentils, chickpeas, and seeds, while keeping all the high-fiber grains and healthy fats.
So,
here's the revised 5-day
So it's going to give me a revised. It's a thing, and it's going to, if you want, you can ask for the price again. You can have to break the price down. This is where I will take us. Now, let's ask another one. This is fun. So if I fall off the plan for one day and have a bunch of barbecued ribs, how does that affect me? Let's see what it says. But this is what you do.
Track for one day and enjoying some barbecued ribs is not going to undo all your hard work, so there's
Thank
no need to
you.
stress or feel guilty about it. Here is what actually happens when you indulge for a day. 1. The short-term impact, a temporary spike.
See? There you go. I won't tell it I'm going to have a bunch of beers with it too, because, well, maybe I should. Let's see what happens. If I had 4 beers, light beers with this, does that affect the end result? I don't know how to ask it, but this is AI.
Adding 4 light beers to a heavy, high-saturated fat meal like barbecue
I'm in
ribs
trouble.
introduces a few extra variables for your body to process, primarily regarding triglycerides, another type of blood fat, and your liver. Here's how those light beers affect the picture. 1. The impact on triglycerides.
So whatever. But it's not boring you, I don't think, because you're still listening. But this is what you do with AI. You do this to with any question. Pick a question. I just started a conversation with the world's largest brain, basically. That's what I did. That is my assistant. Now, I will bet you, if you had to, or if you could, or if you wanted to, if you had the time, go back and read the list of foods and stuff like that, and prove them wrong. I don't think they're wrong, because this is a very, very unique. Not unique. It's a large subject which is foods, health foods, stuff like that. Here's something else. For again, I'm predominantly talking about people 55 older. I'm 61 years old. I'll be 62 soon. I've got arthritis. I have arthritis. Will any of these foods help or hurt my arthritis in my major joints?
The great news is that the core foods in your cholesterol-lowering vegetarian meal plan are powerhouse anti-inflammatory foods. Because arthritis, whether osteoarthritis or inflammatory types like rheumatoid arthritis, is heavily driven by inflammation. Eating this way can act.
So, again, I'm not going to bore you with listening to the whole thing. You can do this yourself, because you base it on yourself. Let's say you like soy, because soy is going to might change that result. I don't know, but this is how AI works. If you are, let's say you're traveling and you're in a town, a small town, and it doesn't have a Whole Foods. It doesn't have, it just has a little tiny grocery store. Tell it, it's a very small grocery store, one of a kind. Can you give me general foods that I can pick, because it's not going to have this large variety? It will do that for you. That's how you learn AI. Start with that. Start with something about you. Do it. Go sit in your car and do it like I'm doing right now. There's nobody here. There's probably somebody watching me. I'm probably on some damn camera, which I don't care. But if you got to get comfortable, and you don't have to play that out loud, put your earbud in. It'll play the question back to you. You could actually be walking through Whole Foods and say, "Oh," and have Gemini up. I'm using Gemini. Remember, you've already started the conversation with an AI. Stick with it. Or you don't have to, but do that because it remembers. This will remember that tomorrow. I'll say I'm going to the grocery store, and it say, "Oh, do you need to go?" It will tell you. Are we going to do a low cholesterol food? It is cool. It's nice. Stuff like this is very general, generic. You can tell it your allergies. It's going to hone everything in right to your allergies. It's going to make sure that you won't. If it's peanuts, you're not going to have peanuts in there or something peanut related. Let's just do that. I want to make sure. I have a slight peanut allergy. Will that affect any of these foods and change my list? It's going to, I think.
Having a peanut allergy is very straightforward to navigate with this meal plan because asterisk known of the core recipes actually call for peanuts. However, since we used almond butter and almonds in a few spots, here's what you need to know and how to adjust. 1. The good news, no peanuts in the plan.
So there you go. I mean, go right down to it. I'm a diabetic. I need to do this. Tell it. You're going to get some really good information. And what I would suggest is either learn how to upload or save these lists. Well, actually, let's do this. Try this. Can you make me a list, PDF style, so I can download it and always have this with me? So it says analyzing. I already know it's going to come back with
HTML_content equals
it.
Open meal_plan HTML W as ff.write.
It was thinking, but what it was doing, it was making the PDF. The PDF is right here. So I'm going to show you. See, it's clickable. Let's open it. There we go. Holy shit. There it is. It's all there. You know, you're going to have to do this yourself. I don't know if you can read that or not, but this is, look at day 1, breakfast, lunch, dinner, 2, 3. It does every single one of them. So that's the beauty of AI. And if you, anything, I like this in my foods. I don't like this in my foods. One of the platforms, I'm not sure if you can do this with Gemini or not. I'm not going to try this right now, but like Claude, interview me with the foods that I like and don't like until we have narrowed down all of the possibilities for meal plans. It will do that. So that's cool. That list right there gave me a dietary plan for 5 days. And I will absolutely bet you if I walked into my doctor and said, this is what Gemini told me to eat to try help me with my cholesterol, I'm going to bet you he's going to applaud me and say that is incredible. Those are correct, because that's a very well researched, a very big researched category. And there's anything, it could be anything. You know, I have a fungus on my toe that's yellowish. How do you fix it? It's going to give you an answer. This is how you get into AI. This is where you need to get into AI, because you keep doing this, you're going to get to a point where you can get some real in-depth, detailed stuff, such as we're on the road. I want to sell I make custom jewelry in our travels. I want to sell them. How do I do that? And again, it's going to come back. One of them is going to be Etsy. Do this because you can still travel and still sell this. You can just drop these off. There's going to be other ways to do it too, but that's what you do. It's enjoyable. They've made it so it's enjoyable. It's not scary. It is an assistant. If you ever doubt anything or even have a question, grab another platform, ask the same question, see if you get the same answer. Ask if that was Gemini, you had something in there. Well, I disagree with this particular food. Can you double check this, fact check it for me, and make sure that this will work properly? It will do that. So that's how you do it. You don't ever take everything verbatim, because it's also grabbing billions of bits of information all at one time. But that's how we get started, and you really got to follow along. They're the three girls trying to, I have no idea what they're doing, trying to make a living, walking the parking lot again, when they could be on AI making a living. But follow along. I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to go to next, which is a really cool one, my AI glasses. That's going to be one of the next videos. And I'll just go down, click the more button down there, or click my name or my channel name, and it'll bring you all my videos. And subscribe, and you'll get a new one, because I'm going to keep doing these as I do a lot of traveling. Again, I got another 1,000-mile trip to do towards the end of the week. So it's probably more miles now that I think of it. And I'm going to keep doing this. This is my DJI Osmo 3 sitting on my dash. It's a gimbal. And the reason why I put it there is because driving, you're bouncing around, you're moving. The gimbal balances that out, so it's a much smoother. It picks up. I'm using a DJI mic, but you don't have to. It does pretty well without a mic. This is a van, so there's more noise in here, but you can, depending on what you're doing, when I edit these out, I tell it to minimize the background noise, and which is fun. If you are just recording your travels, you can use AI so much just to record your travels. Start a YouTube channel, record your travels. I retired. We're getting the hell out of here. We're heading across country for the next 4 months. I will promise you, if you do it every day, just do a segment every day. No, it doesn't have to be every day. Figure out a way to edit and post it. You'll get a good following. You will get a good following. You have people that will totally enjoy what you're doing. And that's what this is about. This is the new TV. This is the new TV. People watching YouTube. I can't remember the digits, the numbers of YouTube hours watched every day, but it is phenomenal. It's absolutely crazy. But if that's what you want to do, and not only that, you can be sending back to your family members, here's our travels, and it's all there. Another thing, AI will teach you how to do your edit if you want to do that. But like and subscribe, follow along. It's just going to get better from here. I appreciate you watching so far.